Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for the crypto BlackSheep show. Here we go. Episode 768. We got a special guest in the house today.
It's a sheep talking island boy. DJ. Shout out to the Island Boys. Hey, it's Island Boys. This goes out to Island Boys Shay, Crypto BlackSheep, and the DJ Protocol community. Island Boys. Sheep token, going to the moon. Yeah. Drip hops and poles gonna make us all rich. The DJ protocol.
What up, man?
Chilling.
What's everybody doing today? What's going on? So today,
hanging out.
I didn't know you were coming on here. I heard somebody was coming on here from ARK, but yeah, welcome, Atlas. How you doing?
Doing great. Thank you for having us, guys. And
yeah, no
Isaac, boy, you look scary, man.
No, that's his normal look. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my normal look.
Yeah.
My girlfriend's like, "Why do you always make yourself look like that on the stream?" I'm like, "It's fun."
So what's going on with you, man? How's everything going over there? I think he's taking a call.
Yeah, I think
Manfred, what's going on?
Manfred, where's our monkey buddy?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Look
It's
who
the
it
video
is.
monkey.
Oh, where? I don't hear you though. Are you talking?
I don't think he's talking.
No. Hey, tell us about all your missing bananas.
I don't think his mic's working.
Yeah, your mic's not on.
But we got the clip right here.
Don't put all your bananas in one place.
I was trying to put my bananas in a new place.
They'll steal all your bananas. I put all my bananas in Furio. Now I can only get one banana a day. Makes me so sad. I thought I was going to get 10 bananas. Now I'm only getting one banana. One banana. How am I supposed to live on one banana a day?
Right? Oh, God.
I'm getting fucking peanuts over here.
Yeah, dude. Go.
Sorry about that, guys. I was having testicle difficulties.
Testicle difficulties, excuse
We
me.
got Whale Miner out there. We got Barack. We got Joseph. What is up? What is up? Is Atlas available yet? I think he was taking a call.
Yeah.
Ian J in the house.
Right.
What's going on?
What up? What up? What up?
What up,
How you
Ian
doing?
J?
Oh, nothing. I wanted you to come in here and bedazzle us and shit. Give us your speech.
Nice.
Give us your pitch. Inspire us. Set us on the lightning at your fingertips. Tell us about the ARK.
So you
So
can
Atlas-
go burn their hat when you're mad? No, I'm
Hey.
There's Brett.
Oh, no, we
Brett
got
too.
jokes already and shit.
How's it going, Brett?
Hey, good.
How you
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Man,
So,
hell of an intro video you guys got here.
Yeah.
Man, I was entertained. I got to come hang out with you guys all the time.
Nice. So what's new? I guess you're trying to get through this pre-sale. Looks like So what do you think's going on? You think the Furio FUD is slowing you down a little bit? Is that what's going on?
Absolutely, guys. We
Yeah.
sold our first public round in 2 minutes. That was 2 NFTs per wallet,
Yeah.
and we want to get more folks in. So we put a limit of the second round of 900 NFTs, 1 per wallet, sold out in 12 minutes. And then came Friday, and man, just going through some of the groups and seeing that, you know, folks are really pissed off, they're hurt, and
yeah,
you know, it's a hard situation. We understand that, as you know, we're investors.
It's a good opportunity for you guys to learn from it, because if you need to change anything before you launch, people are less likely going to get pissed. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you got to, if you got to, but just take what you can learn from it, right? Before you guys launch.
Well, that's really the whole spirit of ARK. We've been here since February, right? And looking at all the projects that have come out, they've raised the bar. A lot of innovation has taken place, and we absolutely appreciate it. Look up to a lot of these teams that have done fantastic work, but we understand that a lot of things you don't realize all the details until, you know, pretty much you're up and running. You know, a lot of people are going to try to degen, find exploits. If you spend some time, you know, looking through the white paper, I'm going to let Brett actually come and just, you know, be clear that ARK is code from scratch, and it's absolutely something that's been re-engineered, like I said before, to have everyone on the same even playing field. Team tokens, also the advisor, private round, public sale 1, 2, 3, and after launch, there's not going to be any tokens open out in the wild, you know, because it's the same little 1%. We talked about this before, that always gets in, gets their couple X's onto the next freaking, you know, project. So, Brett, you want to go ahead and let's talk a bit about. Go ahead.
Hey, I do have one question. Well, I've heard people talking about with ARK. Supposedly, there's some big group that got really, really ridiculously cheap pre-sale that nobody knows who they are, and I want to know if that's FUD, so that way we can stop it right now. But I've heard that going around.
Not that I know of. Look, there's a big team it's from Italy, and those guys, man, they really rallied, and they set up. You know, they have a pretty big fast team over at Furio, and they loved ARK. They look what we have to offer, and they came in, but it was really, really spread out. Very evenly. You have some people from SKs. You have SK Crypto K. You got Cryptozoas, and we have 50 founders, right? Folks that have been here. You know, most of them since March, April. They made their contribution here to the project, but there isn't any unfair advantage to really anyone.
Well, angel investors, if you want to call it that are on first, usually they will get better than even pre-sale. Because I think BlackSheep, we got technically under SK's little round, right?
Yeah.
Everybody is exactly at $2.75 ARK. There's nobody that has any other tokens but that. So it's absolutely fair, and look to those guys. You know, a lot of love and a shout out to them, because they've been here, as I said, from March, April. They're getting the same token price as the folks that were able to come into the private round. So what we did as a gesture of giving them an opportunity was to bring folks that didn't have a referral under those syndicate founder wallets. Also in our phase 1, there were folks that didn't listen to me, because my motto is let's get this crypto. And ladies and gentlemen, pay yourselves till you get blue in the face and they get the star in their eyes. They just don't. So anyone that did an ROI, they were given the opportunity to get the private, and everybody had the same limit of 1,000 BUSD. So I think we handled that very good. And we don't want to leave anyone behind, brother. Nobody wants, especially folks that have been here with us since the beginning. Brett, do you want to come on board and talk a bit about some of those points we're going over today? I think it'd be great to share here with the guys.
Yeah, sure. And as I'm kind of going through some stuff, if you guys want to interject, please do so. I don't want to put myself to sleep, or you guys either. So
That's all good, man. Go ahead.
A late Saturday afternoon, but so as Atlas mentioned, I guess kind of what differentiates ARK from some of the other protocols out there and the stress that we're feeling right now, we stepped in to try to solve some of these issues. And we understand that, these daily ROI dApps, they have to be fed. You have to feed them. How you feed them is really up to the team in a lot of ways. And so setting it up for success, it was the most important thing. And knowing that we were going into a bear market and launching at probably, less ideal time from a liquidity standpoint, we had to put these safeguards in place. Atlas mentioned that, everything is coded from the ground up. We tried to take all of the lessons learned that we had researched and also had personal experience with. I'm in Drip, Furio, several other protocols. So, I've been actively investing in those and been in all the Telegram groups and listened to, all of the frustrations as well. So I'm very aware of what's going on. And I had some of my own predictions that I'm not going to mention, but there were some mechanics that stood out, that we felt like we needed to level the playing field. We needed to end some of the whale manipulation. People call it whatever they want, but there's bigger players that come in and influence things in certain ways, almost in a, centralizing certain aspects of protocols. And we wanted to cut that out. I think it causes, dissent in the community, and it also causes a lot of volatility in the price charts, and we've seen that. So the big thing is we want to come in, fresh code, not using any other fork or copying parts of other code or anything else. All of our stuff is 100% organic. The white paper, I've written every single word in that white paper, every single word on the website. It's all fresh content. I think we've gotten pretty good reception from it. People enjoy the detail and the thought and time that we put into that document. And from that white paper, we really built the back end and the front end. So all of the code will be relatively understandable, I think, relative to some of the other protocols where you're fishing through code and there's thousands of lines and you can't figure out what things mean. I think people will be pretty happy with the code that we've had and Mr. Green's produced. And then we looked at all the mechanics and said, what can we optimize for sustainability? And, people say innovations or whatever. I see it's just it's an evolution of what's there. The two biggest things I think that we've done recently and the biggest improvements that I think we'll see results from right away are, one, Atlas mentioned that all tokens, not just pre-sale, private sale, team tokens, everything is going into the vault. So if you buy an ARK token on our dApp, and you have to buy it on the DEX, you can't buy it on PancakeSwap or anything like that. You have to buy it on our native DEX. Those are all going to be put into the ARK vault. So we're not going to have tokens floating around. People can't trade them.
Do you ever plan on going to an outside exchange? Because, not trying to bring out the company up, because, like, say, what Furio did is they have their inner site swap to where they were limiting us from like 250 cells to 100 cells to now, like, saying 50 cells or whatever it is. Will you guys be going to an outside exchange anytime soon, or?
I don't
Not
think they
right
can
away.
with
No.
the LMS, right? Is that something
Yeah.
they can't?
So there's
can be
some
done?
Now,
limitations
another
with
thing
that.
with the LMS, now after we kind of seen what happened with Horde and similar situations with Furio, how can your LMS, withstand what's going on, or be more productive than the last LMSs that we've seen lately?
Yeah. So we actually designed the protocol to be better balanced, just right out of the box. So we encourage people to sell along the way. We have what's called a compound withdrawal ratio, where you have to withdraw a certain amount of tokens every week, or, if you want to, every day. And that's from the get-go. So there's none of this hyper compounding to the end. Everybody's racing to the finish. And then you've got, hundreds of wallets trying to dump at the same time. So that's kind of one of the key mechanics to limiting that sell pressure and making it possible for an LMS to not get those, severe stress cycles. The other thing that I'll mention, we have a bit of proprietary technology around our liquidity controller, we're calling it, but we're making it intelligent in a way that we're not going to follow a peg style LMS. Like we saw what happened with Horde, a similar situation with Furio, where it was holding a price for a while, but then that psychological, maybe 20% of everybody that was sophisticated enough knew that it wasn't really a peg. But at the end of the day, 80% probably thought it was a peg. And when they dropped it, 20, 30 cents, all of a sudden there was a run on the bank. Everybody freaked out, right?
Yeah.
So you
Right.
see this. Yeah, when you see a flat line, it not only looks suspicious, but it also looks, scary when it drops at all. It's this red candle down, or it could be a green candle up. So either way, it could work in your favor. But you see the red candle down, instinctively, everybody goes, oh shit, something's wrong, right? I got to get out of this thing quick. And so then all of a sudden we saw everybody trying to sell, which put even more stress on the LMS and, caused additional actions to start happening. People were, transferring wallets to try to circumvent some of the thresholds that were in place and things like that. So we understand that problem. And actually, we've had this discussion for quite a while, because when I first saw that peg, I was like, man, that is just not good. But so what we've designed into our liquidity controller is to make it dynamic. So based on the buy and sell pressure, it will move. We will not have a pegged price. So you will see fluctuations, and that's healthy. So we're going to have market cycles, but they're not going to be, drip from $5 to $190. We know that's bad too. And we're not gonna publish the range, because I think that's another. We want to have some level of organic buying and selling going on, based on the market cycle that we're in. So if that's a cycle where there's a lot of people coming into protocol, then we're going to let that, run up to a level where it makes sense, so that we're not leaving people behind, because we know that there's also some threshold, a psychological threshold, where you start to get in around $50, $60. Okay, now you're really limited to the number of tokens that you can buy, and you feel like you can't really make an impact unless you're, a sizable investor. So we're going to keep it. I'm not going to give away the range, but we're going to keep a relatively tight range.
No,
but it's not
that's
going to
good
be,
though.
because
people will game the system if you give them that information. So
absolutely, yep. Yeah. And we don't want people to fall into. I think it's gaming, but it's also just bad strategies come out of that. We want people to view this as a passive income play. These ROI dApps turned into more of a speculative play for a lot of people. As I mentioned, kind of the centralization of the protocols around some of these whale teams. And, we wanted to just get rid of all that, from everything from how our round robin works to how we distribute direct referrals. All of these different things we've taken into consideration.
Hey, can you tell us about the way that you, because I like the auto compound, but I hear that there's the way you guys could do like a double or a three-way split on the auto compound with ARK?
Well, we don't do a three-way split. So the three-way split is so that you can compound, withdraw, or airdrop, right? Those are the three actions that you can take with your available rewards every day. On the auto allocator, it's set up on a 24-hour clock, but you can set up to your CWR schedule. So it will be based on the percentage that you're compounding or withdrawing of the available rewards every day. So let's say you're on a 1-to-1 schedule, which is the easiest one to think of. You would compound 50% of the available rewards, and you would withdraw 50% of the rewards every day on that schedule.
And right there, that keeps you at 1%, or what would that keep you at?
No, so the CWR is nothing to do with the 1%. So we did is we restructured how NDV works. So if you're familiar with drip NDV, you can kind of forget about that. We based NDV off of basically liquidity in, liquidity out. That's the key factor in these daily ROI dApps that either lets them live and breathe and grow, or lets them die. So the NDV is really the measure of, are you bringing liquidity into the system more than you're taking out, or vice versa. So the NDV is calculated by post-tax deposits plus referral rewards, and it's minus your withdrawals, your post-tax withdrawals. So as long as you're bringing liquidity into the system, you can maintain that 2%. That's probably the best way to think about it for sophisticated investors.
Now, is that fresh liquidity or is that compound liquidity?
No compounding. So compounding is neutral.
Okay.
Airdrops are neutral. We took that out of the play. But keep in mind, when you are compounding, it's not a negative effect, but it's not a positive effect.
Just a neutral effect. Let's say still okay.
Yep.
Hey, I got a question for both of you. So now, have you guys, before starting ARK, have you guys been in the crypto space as investors and have dealt with all this stuff so you understand? Because that's sometimes what I feel like we come across as guys that never even were investors, and then they don't know how to handle the community. Like, I don't know everything about Furios past those guys, but the way that they handle the community, you know, a lot of prior non-crypto investors are
I'll tell you my
good.
background, and then I can let Atlas chime in. But so I've been in crypto for about 4 years. I started out pretty heavy in the trading side. I thought I was kind of semi-retired, looking for a way to, you know, just sort of replace any other income that I was getting. And so I got into the trading thing pretty heavily. It didn't work out as well as I thought it would. It wasn't a stable way to earn any kind of income, which is when I looked into the DeFi yield side, and got into that a little bit before Drip, really, and didn't learn about Drip until about a year and 2 months ago, I would say. It was my first Drip wallet. And then just fell in love with it, immersed myself in those communities. Obviously, some are a little too toxic for me, but I found some that kind of fit my profile and fit my temperament, and I learned a lot from actually both sides of that fence. The way to run a community and the way not to run a community. I come from Team Cryptozoa, so I just those guys are all
nice.
Okay, because I think that's important. Like, people forget you're not supposed to have emotions involved, but like with what Furio did, just out of the blue, slapped everyone in the face. That's gonna, that causes anger and pain. And I feel like if you've been in this long enough, you're gonna try and lessen that pain, right? Like, not just slice them right to the bone, give them little cuts.
Yeah, and being on the sideline or watching, I guess, firsthand, like what's happened even with Drip. I had friends coming into Drip when it was, almost to $90 to $100. And you just watch the psychology of what was happening at that time. It was all tons of FOMO around Animal Farm, all those kind of things. There was a ton of liquidity flowing in the system. All the influencers were pumping the hell out of it. And then we saw the inevitable, what kind of happened after that, which sort of led to what I think Furio's success, because there was a ton of liquidity exiting the system at that time, and people were flowing it right into Furio. And so they just had, they hit it out of the park. I mean, quite honestly, with the time should have been better.
We had a couple of big whales, Mad Dog, who is one of our board members, and he was like the second or third, I think the third Furio wallet ever to max out. And but a lot of that money, he was a big Drip whale too.
Mm-hmm. And then I'll let Atlas, you in a position to talk a little bit about your background and kind of where you came from. Atlas has been managing this community for quite a while, and he did an amazing job on our phase 1, which didn't work out the way that we all wanted it to. But Atlas is one of the most empathetic people that I've ever met.
Was phase 1 on Ethereum?
What's that?
Was your phase 1 on Ethereum?
It was on Kronos.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's how he and I met. He mentioned back in February. I think it's been a little bit longer than that. But he was the community leader for that phase 1 project, as well as some others in the past. And he's just really taking care of the investors in a way I've never seen before. Those folks over there that didn't ROI, he mentioned that they had a first shot at our private sale. A lot of them didn't take advantage of it because they had kind of, lost a little fire for the project, I would say.
Yeah. So it's the same project? It's the same project as the remake from Kronos to BSC network?
No. This was a whole, the phase 2 is basically the ROI DApp. What as ARK today is a whole new ground up build. And
what was the name of that project? The miner or whatever?
It was called Eternity Earn.
Yeah, I was in that.
Okay. Yeah, SK.
So you're the guys. Okay, yeah. SK's been talking about you guys for a while. Then that's okay.
Yeah, and I think
he's been here with me since February.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's been great, and it was a nice. a nice system. However, we launched at 53 cents. And I don't know if you guys remember when crypto.com took away the staking rewards for the card holders.
We do. We tried.
Yep.
That was,
Oh yeah.
We tried.
man, that was ugly, dude.
I had
That's
just
like-
got my IC White card, dude. Which and I put it was $46,000 worth of Chronos at one point. Now worth like $5,000. Yeah.
So that's
It
what
was
happened. huh?
brutal. It was
Yeah.
brutal. I mean, we kicked ass. We did 67 podcasts in 69 days. I was like two days I was sick. But you know,
Oh,
an
wow.
average of like 2.5 hours, 3 hours, man, rallying the community. I believe if you're gonna be in this space, you got to communicate. If you know you're the main
Yeah.
developer, team has to be front and center, standing shoulder to shoulder, and really answering all the questions. And if I can't talk to the boss, man, you know, you go to an Italian restaurant, they come to the table, hey, how was the food? How was the service? Everything
Yeah.
fine. And dude, 10 out of 10 times, you know, you're getting a fantastic meal with great service. So that's really important to me, and something that it's just the way that I work, man. And crypto is no days off. So it was brutal, man.
Yeah.
And understanding that we learned a lot from that too, because there was when we did a trial.
Speaking of doing AMAs like every day,
Yeah.
your guys' logo looks very familiar. There's another company that came through, I guess about a year ago, with actually the exact same logo, doing AMAs daily, doing, you know, saying sometimes 2 times a day, one in the morning, one in the night, and your logo is very similar to their logo. If you notice that, the little suit and tie. Does anybody want to say the name of the other company?
Wait, what are you talking about?
Just spit it out.
The Monopoly?
What are you talking about?
Someone said
He's the Monopoly guy.
Hey, are you?
That's the Monopoly guy.
Oh no, I'll say, hey, doesn't ARK and doesn't ARK and Hobbs kind of have the same logo,
Hobbs.
the tuxedo?
That's funny.
Really?
The tuxedo.
No.
You know, I'm like, you guys
No,
are like,
no.
yeah, we do AMAs
really
every day. I'm like,
think
yeah, so did so did Hobbs. Like, come on, tuxedo. I was like, man, do you guys not know that logo? And I was like, it's I don't know.
No. Share it
You
with
don't.
me, man.
Cool.
Okay, there's a company called Hobbs that came out about a year ago called Hobbs Token, and they came out with a tuxedo look. Boom, that was their logo. And they did this big old NFT sale. Boom, and they raised like hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars. And instead of locking the money up from all the NFTs we bought, they actually gave the money back to the community. And a lot of people in the community didn't give the money back. They just kept it. You know what I'm saying? They thought like, oh, we're gonna sell more.
I gave it back. 270 grand total.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Whoa.
And so like they gave all the money back to the community, and the community just pocketed it. Like, oh, thank you. And they got the free NFT, and they got the NFTs
You
like out of
pocketed
retake.
it, cocksucker. We were fucking leaders of the community, so we had to fucking diamond hands. Like, we're the leaders of the big community.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
you know, it's just so when I think your logo, it made me chuckle a little bit. You know, what I'm saying? Just trying to, you know, bring a little entertainment to the show. But yeah,
That's funny.
That's terrible.
Yeah. So,
Thanks for the reminder, asshole.
yeah, thanks. What were you talking? What were you guys talking about? So that's cool. You guys came from the attorney earn thing. I didn't realize that you were the same team. That's cool. So yeah, this has been in the works for a while then.
I met Brett. He had done a Medium article for Eternity Earn, and man, it was super fucking analytical. I mean, the guy's a freaking engineer, and I was blown away. At first, I was captured because it was this guy with like a Hawaiian shirt, this like canary yellow background. He's got a beard, sort of like ZZ Top back in the day, with glasses. He's holding a lot of cash. Like, what the fuck is that? Hey, let's go check this out. And I read it, and I'm like, man, this is very sophisticated. The analytical investor, would really, crunch the numbers and say, hey, this is interesting. Let me take a look at it. And it's on Chronos. Okay, that's a exposure to something, not very traditional. So that's how we met, and I showed the community. I said, look, what Brett's doing here, and I, put him. He would come in, he never talked, but I actually just, hey, step up here to the VC. Let's get to know you, and give us, information about his background. And I understood that this man could really, really bring a lot to the table, because the whole reason we got together, and how I met SK was to do ARK. Now I went to
Okay.
2 teams of developers that just overpromised, underdelivered. And
Yeah.
you know, in that, it's like, okay, let's put out the eternity earn. As you know, it dropped from 53, 54 cents all the way down to 10. Man, the morale was really, you know, beat up, and people are not going to go out there and, you know, bring their family and friends where they just got their ass handed to them. It's just logic.
Yeah.
So, you know, you lose that momentum. And at that point, it's like, is it responsible to bring more people into this? And that was an immutable contract. Dude, we had one guy in there that was banging 18,000 crow a day that I, you know, was able to finally get a hold of. And I'm like, listen, man, like you're really hurting the little guys. That's not what I'm about. You even offered me, like, dude, give me 180K and I'll give you the keys. I'm like, I don't negotiate with terrorists, bro. Get out of here. So we dude, I spent so many sleepless nights, brother. Just like, man, what do we do about this? And then, you know, meeting Brett, explain to him, you know, talking with SK and a lot of the other advisors, Dr. Kelly Snook, we brought all these team on board to figure out how we could re-engineer everything in a format, in a system that would actually make sense. Because if it's not interesting to someone 6 months down the line, a year down the line, then we shouldn't be here doing this. It's got to be interesting. It's got to be sustainable. You know, getting the brakes beat off of us with that crow price drop right away. We're like, dude, we have to have, you know, a price stability. We need to be able to just offer that return on investment on a consistent basis. So through the frustration, man, the sweat, the tears, and just really caring about people, I said, man, I don't want to be in that position again. I don't want to, you know, have sleepless nights. Another thing that really bothered me about Kronos, they don't have Gnosis safe multi-signature. And that's me personally, you know, holding investor funds. I was not, you know, very, very comfortable. So coming over to BSE, a big part of it was that as well. And I'm glad we made that choice to leave Kronos and actually launch ARK there.
That's cool. Yeah, we're on Kronos. We like it over there, but yeah, there's not really much going on over there, so there's no competition.
Yeah, exactly. The only competition we had was Hobbs, that prick he was talking about.
Yeah, that was it.
Do you guys have some questions about the system?
I think you answered most of my questions in the AMA. But you're so what happens if this pre-sale doesn't actually sell out? I heard you guys are going to burn the rest of the tokens or something like that. If it doesn't sell out by the time the launch or whatever.
No, what we'll do is we'll bring that supply over to liquidity. Now we have till Friday, and you know, one thing I want to release here for you guys first. You know, we appreciate the opportunity to come over. We want to make sure that everyone gets enough time to really claim their ARK token. So, you know, on the 25th. All right, hold on. Yeah, 25th we launched the pre-sale, and now on the 28th we'll be depositing those NFTs to get your ARK token into ARK Vault. So,
cool.
The whole process that we're planning here should do it staggered. You know, CertiK is about to come on December 1st with their audits. We're also having another firm called Driven. Really good guys, man. They're looking at some of the other contracts. Like the legacy and the bond contract as well for bond LP. So we're looking at December 2nd of actually launching the token contract, the bond contract, and the legacy contract. Then on December 5th, we'll launch the swap, which is, you know, really our liquidity controller that's handling everything. And on December 9th, we'll launch the full-blown vault contract. So it's going to be staggered. We want to make sure that everyone gets legacy NFTs, everybody gets bond LP, so people aren't running around in a hurry. We want everything to just be completely set. So when we actually just set the whole thing in motion, everyone's getting their 5% deposits, which here it's always direct. Your 5% always goes to you, and then you go to the round robin. So it's important, since it is a different system, that everybody understands as they're getting their tokens into the ARK Vault. There was a couple people that referred themselves. For example, we got to fix that manually before launch. So, you know, no rush. We want to get it done one time.
Nice.
I believe you can't mess it up, right? It has to be done perfectly. So better to not rush it and just get everyone in situated and ready.
I absolutely agree. So this is Mad Dog. He's our other board member. Mad Dog, ARK team, Mad Dog.
Pleasure to meet you, man.
Dog.
Is he? You're muted, Mad Dog. And we had a question out there too. So Mad Dog, you there?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Another important part.
Oh, I can.
A lot of questions that we're getting, guys, is hey, are you going to do this same thing to us? Are you going to go out and change the rules of the game? You guys, after our AMA, man, hit me up. Hey, Atlas, man, we like what you're doing, but you gotta walk the talk. And as Brett was pointing out, a lot of it has been actually done into the system, into the smart contracts, learning from everything that's happened before. It's very easy to sit here and say, hindsight is 20/20, but it's actually true. We've been able to look back and say, wait, let's take care of these components that are not going to become an issue or an exploit or add too much stress.
Do you have a daily max sell on ARK? Is there a daily?
Yes, sir. It's a 200 ARK token daily that you can sell.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, let me just comment on that real quick, Atlas, because that comes up a lot. Because I know Furio has a max sell as well.
They had a 250, and then
they had 250. Then it went to 100, and I don't even know what it is now. But
thank you.
The one thing that's different about our system is because you're withdrawing along the way, your payouts are spread out so much more evenly that you have very few days, if any, unless you're still getting your 2%. So if you're getting a lot of referral rewards, it's possible you could get some days where you still have 2% and those withdrawals are over 200. But there are very few days where you have more than 200 tokens that you're withdrawing, simply because we've staggered out all of the tokens and spread them out over the life cycle of the wallet. So
what's the max? What's the max they could have? Like 5 tokens. Okay, for example, Furio had 5,000 max Furio tokens you could buy. Is there a max tokens you could buy on ARK?
Yes. Yeah, actually, we calculate a little different. So it's a 4,000 post-tax deposit, including airdrops. So that way somebody can't airdrop 10,000 tokens.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 4,000 cap. Okay.
Yeah, thanks for clarifying that, Brett.
Yeah, I saw one other question come up about the LMS real quick. I saw one pop up on the screen. I'm not sure where it went, but
it's right
it was
here.
related to the range. The range is algorithmic. So it will calculate our range on the fly. We will have a ceiling and a floor that we want to maintain, but the range will be adjusting within that outer limits. I will say algorithmically.
One of the questions that we're getting a lot in our community, and we're seeing in a lot of the other groups, is, "Hey, are you guys going to do the same thing?" And going back to that, we're going to be rolling out a DAO here. These are not our funds; they're yours, the investors. And major decisions, in particular, very important is our external investment ideas that we're going to put forth to the community to do their due diligence. Give you guys a couple of weeks to check out the companies. Do the due diligence on their officers, the whole finances of the firms, and come and do a vote. We're not going to be at liberty here to make decisions for you like that of what external revenues you guys want to go for or you don't. That's our culture, our policy here. We want you guys to make the decisions. It's our job to present them to you in a format that's transparent and for you to come and vote with us. And I think at this point, it just has to be really stressed and explained very clearly that is our method of operation. That's how we want to work here.
I like it. Yeah, definitely leaving it in the community's hands is the best way to do it, because yeah, just making decisions on the fly and changing shit. Like you see what happens. It's never a good thing.
Yeah, one other thing I'll add to that is we have two separate. So we've kind of gone over the different components to the protocol, but so we have the vault, which is the daily ROI piece. We have the foundation contract, which is your kind of like the reservoir. It's like the LP, the liquidity pool, which has a reward system, but it's variable. We do have some utility built into that, which we think will add extra incentive for people to stake into our LP contract. But then the third component is the legacy NFT, and that's really the ownership. It has utility, and then it also has a reward system built into it. But that's where the DAO piece comes in. So what the legacy NFT is really, it's the we call it the ownership protocol, but it's the way that people are crowdfunding those external investments, and that's why the DAO has a say in everything we do there. It also helps support the development and ecosystem expansion. So those will all be part of this voting process that happens. So we won't just say, oh, this is the idea, we're running with it, guys, and like it or not. We also want to encourage people in the community to bring those ideas to us for external investments, product integration, partnerships, things like that. So we're very open, and we want that DAO to be our, the brains of our operation. It's not just us. I don't want a 60 to 80 hour a week job. I want other people to step up and help, and I want it to be a community that's supportive.
You guys have any other questions? Mantra, do you got any questions? You usually have some good technical questions.
I had to take a restroom break. Yeah, so it all sounds good, man. I think you guys are, you're doing everything right. You got the, your hearts are in the right place. And that's, that's important, man. You got to have, like I was telling you, saying in the DMs out, you just got to have a game plan, stick to it. Don't change shit. People see you doing the right thing. They're gonna love it. So
well, you guys definitely have some of the missing pieces.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, we're here to work really hard, guys, and our backend developer, he's been in crypto for about 10 years. He's done lead developing for layer 1 blockchains, and he was the IT director of the whole country of Holland, right? So safety here is really number one priority for all investors, but we really want to cross over, guys, with our mobile app. We're going to start with a PWA, which is a web app. Have a QR code where you'll be able to be with a buddy having a coffee or a dinner, or maybe at a barbecue, and talking about the investment. They'll download it. You'll pull out yours, show them the QR code. They'll be able to onboard fiat. We're also working on some offboarding fiat, really cool stuff. That
you're doing the fiat on ramp too, right? Is that what you're talking about?
That is correct. To make it simple for the little guy, man. Our website says the nurse, the Uber driver, the gardener, just regular folks out there, man, that haven't really stepped into DeFi. They understand that it's, fiat's decaying in their bank account, and to take a, small chance, you don't need a lot. Guys understand that in these systems, with a little, if you have the patience and you follow our strategy, which, we're making, in a sense, everyone.
Yeah, I like what you said in the AMA. Turn the average Joe into a savage Joe. And here's a good question that came up, because you were talking about the revenue streams. You were talking about something to do with like natural gas or something like that up in the oil fields or something.
Exactly.
Can you go into detail on that a little bit?
Absolutely. Look, everything we want to do here is non-leveraged, low risk, okay, and that has a long-term potential. The one we've identified is a company that I have a personal relationship with. I come from banking. I've been in the renewable energy sector for over 10 years as a consultant and a developer. So these guys, into 2 years, they've been doing this. They're picking up the gas over at the well that these guys have to, flare it off, and they cap it. So to get more production out, they got to get rid of it, and they can't build a pipeline super, to take it to market is very, very cost intensive and takes a long time. So they're bringing generators and turbines on site, right at the source. And the whole cost of the operation, you're looking at about 1 cent per kilowatt hour. You combine that with these GPUs that are pennies on a dollar right now. People can't keep the lights on, keep those GPUs running. They're doing really well with it. Installing about 5 megawatts every 2 months. So they have a 5-year contract with the oil company. Super legit. I mean, this is the type of transparency that we have here for you guys. Real world applications, but going in line also to our passion and what we want to do. I've been working on for the past year and a half on a layer 1 project that's going to be completely off grid, all renewable, all validation, the whole layer 1. So this is a part of a much bigger system that's going to be coming for us. But that's really complex and it's going to take a long time. That's why I wanted to do ARK, to have the sustainability, build the community for where we're really heading. So
what's the timeline on that?
Look, I'm putting about a year and a half more for that to really come together. And I also want to see how regulations are really going to pan out, as we know that they're going to be clamping down. So we want to do everything in a way that we're going to be able to, not only stay legal, but also be able to thrive for the future. Find the right, the best place that really has the regulation that we're able to onboard, globally. So, we want to present that to you. We also have a hedge fund. They've been in business for over 20 years in Europe, and they do like crowdfunding, but for institutional levels, not, little guys like me and you. We don't get invited to these things. And I've worked with them. I've worked with clients that have gone, and they raise between like 1.5 to 3 billion euros. And they're basically doing securities, bond, arbitrage, and trading from like counterparty A, which could be a bank, to counterparty B, or a pension fund. So these are quick flips. Like I said, no leverage. Great background, and we're going to put it forth. It's not every month or every week. These are special situations, and we could take some of that liquidity from the pool of the legacy NFT holders. Let you guys vote if you want to do it, and they're pretty well, respectable yields that you could still find in traditional finance. So bridging on over there, I think that's going to be really important. So that's the level of really our backgrounds and opportunities that we could bring to the table. But again, you guys have to decide, not us. We just have to come, present it, let you do your due diligence, and like I say, let's get this crypto.
Cool. Yeah,
awesome, man.
I like it. Something about the ARK team will use the liquidity controller for arbitrage and buyback opportunities. Nice. Is that something you guys were talking about? Arbitrage and buyback opportunities?
Yeah, I think that's Florida Realtors just answering a question in the chat.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Yeah, basically how the liquidity controller, maintains a stable price.
Nice, good stuff. And then, what if do you see the token going to $100? I mean, are you guys planning for something like that, or are you guys going to try to keep it under that? I mean,
honestly,
we're talking about the range, but
honestly, I think $100 is excessive for a protocol like this. Honestly,
I think that's kind of dangerous.
Absolutely.
People buying it $100. You see what happened when Drip Kit went tanking. People lost. People bought the top.
Well,
they're still trying to catch
what
up.
happens is too is that so where's your floor? So the whole thing is can you buy up a floor somewhere around there when people start to exit with higher token counts? They're trying to sell off 100 tokens, and you're at $100. That's a lot of money. So that's $10,000 bucks.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think that price. It's funny how price is sustainability in these protocols, really, because you can't attract people in at excessive prices, and then once the bottom falls out, you can't get people back in because no one wants to touch no one wants to touch it, right? They all run away when it's too cheap. So finding that sweet spot. I think a lot of people have said the sweet spot. If you go back through a lot of messages on Drip and other chats and things, people have an idea of where that kind of sits, of what it would make them super happy if Drip was at a certain price point or price range. So we've taken some of that into account.
That's good. That's good. You guys got anything?
Mike, shut the fuck up!
Oh, whoops. That's the wrong
I
button.
think you pushed the wrong button.
No, I tried to get rid of the Telegram notifications and yeah. Let's
was
give
like,
it up.
it's not me.
Give it up for the ARK team, guys. We got 27 people out there. You know what time it is. Something we do around here.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you guys are.
Yeah, if you guys want to, I'll go a little bit into kind of what our marketing plan is right now, stuff I've been working on.
Yeah, go ahead. We'd like to hear that.
Yeah, so a lot of people have talked about with the other protocols, they want to go into the real world. They want to go get non-crypto investors or, I think it comes down to capability, experience. Can you do it? My background, I've done everything from selling capital equipment, high-end engineering stuff to consumer products. I helped the company grow from 650,000 to 65 million in less than 3 years. We did 18 sales countries in Europe, bought a company over there, set up all their direct sales and distribution and everything. So that's my background. It's what I've done, digital marketing, things like that. So our big push into the real world or into non-crypto world is through network marketers and through direct salespeople. I have some relationships here in the States that with business consultants that all they do is start up network marketing companies, and they know some of the top team leaders in that space. These people have hundreds to thousands of people that will follow them into any project that they tell them to, kind of like we've seen in the DeFi space as well. Some of the influencers that are here. So
Nice.
What we're doing right now is building all of the tools. I have basically all the website content finished. We're building, starting to talk to video producers and things about doing the videos, basically explain our videos about the protocols, the opportunity, what DeFi is all about. So it's an education-based process, and it's going to be building a funnel system for those people, a replicatable type website that has their referral link built into it. Obviously, anybody can use that. That's in the community, but these people specifically, they need a step-by-step way to onboard people that they introduce the opportunity to. And then on the back end of all of that will be all of the education-based training, education portal, basically taking them to school to learn about DeFi and crypto, so that then they can increase their investment level, as they get comfortable, they learn more about what we're doing, what DeFi is all about, and they start adding to their position in ARK. And then as we bring in new products, obviously that'll expand that education base, and then they're going to become the next level of teachers, for people that are coming in. So along with this whole thing that overlays the top of that is making DeFi simple, and that's where the technology comes in. That's where our development group has experience building these apps for very, very large investment banks in Europe. So for them to develop us an app for what we're doing is not a stretch at all. And then when we lay the marketing piece over the top of that, and we really hit those direct salespeople, I think we're going to turn some heads. And we've talked about numbers, and 100,000 wallets is not where we want to be. 1 million to 10 million, I think, is doable if we do it in the right way.
That's badass.
Yeah,
that's cool. Yeah, thanks for the kind words. Yeah, the volume's a little loud on that one, so yeah, you probably got spooked a little bit. But 90% off Furio gear. Yeah. We do have a new shirt available in the store. If you guys are interested. It's our Furio.
I love that shirt. Love that shirt. Love that shirt. Oh man.
Whoops.
Yeah.
No, Fragan said I'm like a big hopper or whatever and stuff like that. Like, man, I took a bad hit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got Inferior at $16. And you know what I'm saying? It was like slap. So like, yeah, I'm rooting for you guys. I'm rooting for you guys.
You guys want to support Ian J? Come over to the DGenProtocol.store. We got a new shirt in stock, the Furio Fuck shirt. Yep.
Help me get some of my $3,500 back one shirt at a time. Please buy one.
Oh,
shit.
that's cool. So you guys got the marketing plan. Like, it sounds like you guys got a good game plan. You got a lot more than half the projects we're seeing coming out. So,
yeah, I wouldn't have felt I wouldn't have felt comfortable sharing that if I didn't think we could actually execute it. None of it's a stretch. Within the next few months, I think you're going to see, and hats off to Furio, the way that they really rolled stuff out. I'm not defending the decisions they made, obviously, but
yeah,
I mean, they were kicking ass. They were kicking ass for a while. Why you had people buying in at $16? Because they were like, wow, this is awesome to see, because they've been waiting for this kind of action from the other developers in the space, and it just hasn't been delivered. So when you see that, a team can be consistent and there's continuity in the development plan, and they're hitting the roadmap, you're like, wow, this is awesome. This is what we've been waiting for, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Well, you have to be excited, otherwise you got to get a job.
I know, like I say, dude, ARK got some work for me, baby. ARK got some work for me.
Ian J's like, I haven't worked in 20 years. I wouldn't.
No, no. Like I say, we're doing the jewelry store thing at the mall, but that's like March, April. You know what I'm saying? So I still got to cover expenses till then. But like I say, December 2nd, ARK is launching. I'm excited. Y'all better get excited. If you haven't get your NFTs yet, go grab you one. If you haven't grabbed one, grab you two. And if you already grabbed two, go set up another wall and grab you two more. So
this pre-sale still got plenty left, guys. So support the team, project, the community.
And Ian J will tattoo your guys' logo on his face.
Don't start Shane. Don't start Shane. Don't start Shane.
Dashboard money. He will.
Bye. Hey, you're a horrible person, Shane.
December 9th, you said the vault will be up and running. Everything will be good by December 9th.
Yeah, we're going to stagger it.
Tattoo your guys' logo across his face for probably like 2,000 and dashboard money.
Shane's a horrible person. Don't listen to bald-headed white guys.
You'll do it. You'll be like, son of a bitch. You'll have an ARK tattoo across your face next time you see you.
Hey, we grow on people. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you'll be seeing us come and hang out with you guys, and we really appreciate that you've taken an interest in what we're doing here. It's been a long time coming, and man, this team is just absolutely on fire, man. Very motivated, private, sold out the way it did, and the public pre-sales, really were just on fire, man.
Oh yeah, like you can even get one. They sold out like a minute, 2 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, we've done extremely well, and we want to welcome everyone to come and spend time with us. We have our podcast every evening, 6 p.m. EST. That is for the European guys, 11 UTC. Man, we're here. I'm here. Brett's here. Incredible admin staff. Empathetic, man. I've been able to really put people through the paces and test them in the fire, man, and see who really walks the talk and is there to lead, man. Part of being a good leader, identifying other guys that like Brett was an investor in phase one. Look at him here. Look what he's been able to put together. Like the amount of work that he's taken to really create a system that I could sleep well at night, knowing that we're doing the right thing for the little guy, for the whale. Everybody can earn. Everybody can really be all under the same set of rules, which is fantastic. Hence named the ARK. So, guys, thank you for the opportunity, and we're here to work hard. This is a fantastic project. Family, friends. Brett's also for one of the private sales. The public. He had a friend of his drive 3.5 hours. He's never used MetaMask to sit with him and try to get in there.
Damn.
I mean, like you got to have skin in the game, man. And everybody here. From the team is definitely motivated. Our guys are not going to get, paid. They're not going to do well if the project doesn't just absolutely succeed in firing on all cylinders. So again, thank you for the opportunity. We'll let you guys continue with the show, and we'll be hanging out.
Yeah, we're wrapping it up shortly. Anyway, we're going to be on Hex Joker's stream in about 45 minutes.
45 minutes.
Yep.
All right. Fantastic.
Yep. That'd be
All right,
good.
take care.
All right. Well, thank you for coming by, guys. Appreciate it.
Oh yeah,
Hey, guys.
learned a lot.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you soon. Let's get that
ENJ's
crypto.
totally gonna get their logo tattooed on his face for $200.
I'm gonna go tell my cousin like, hey, let me have an Arco to manage and shit.
Hey everybody. Boom. I want to say thank you to everybody who liked the Furio hat. But this right here has to be done. I was big supporter of this Furio company and stuff like that. I like the things that they're doing.
Poor ENJ, he was so
But
sad.
they made
when
a
he
lot
did
of
that.
changes.
You could hear it in his voice.
And so now we're gonna have to change with them. We're gonna do change with Furio. I'm gonna show you guys how I really feel about Furio now.
You're echoing, Shane.
And let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Am I wrong
Let's
for
go.
feeling this way?
Yep. That's the way I feel about Furio. Fuck Furio. They stole 95% of my initial deposit. I got in Furio at $16 fucking dollars. Then they lowered it down to $5. And then I DCA'd at $5. So my DCA was $10. And then they fucking did it down to fucking $1 LMM. Now fucking my fucking 95% of my fucking deposit is gone. Gone. Fuck this company. I lost $3,500. This is some bullshit, and I want everyone to see how I really feel about Furio.
Dude, like I said, yeah, that's really like that was my light at the end of the fucking tunnel, dude. I was like February 1st, that's my date. I was like, dude, like it was like I was like, dude,
They took all your bananas, didn't they? They took all your bananas. Now you're fucked.
they stole my banana. They stole
Hey, you should have bought drip, that's why. Yeah, Forrest won't take your bananas. He might hold them for a little bit.
Yeah, Forrest will hold your bananas for a long time, but eventually you
He'll keep
get
them
your
safe.
pizza rolls with him.
Oh God.
The Furio.
No, like I said,
They run out the back door with them. They
I was
run
in
all
love
the way
with
down
Furio.
the street. You can't even catch them. It's too
I was in
fast.
love with Furio. It's like I just felt like
Yeah.
I just got smashed right in the
Furio's
fucking face.
Shitty pizza rolls that mom got at one time because she was trying to save money because I eat too much, she said. And like they were terrible, and then there was only half as many. That's what Furio is. If it was a pizza roll.
Yeah.
I gotta go find some more bananas.
Oh, you
Ours
did.
It's
sound pretty
pizza roll.
good.
You gotta find some banana rolls.
Banana rolls.
Hey Morpheus, so how do you feel about ARK? What are your opinions?
We'll see. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't want to sound all hype and shit. I don't want to get too ridiculous with it. I mean, time will tell. You know.
Hey,
what I mean?
hopefully it's
Do you
not.
think BT's gonna come out here and cuss him out?
Hey, hopefully it doesn't do
No.
what Furio did to ENJ. Go from this ha 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 to this ha 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 ha.
That's so fucked up.
That is fucked up.
No.
You
laugh at my
more, you
tears.
laugh, the more
That's
cries.
fucked up, homie. You laugh at
Oh,
my
this is
pain.
ENJ. He's like, I'm burning.
You laugh at my pain.
No, I mean, I hope ARK does well. I hope it does well. You know, right now everybody's, asshole is real tender. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, what's up, Mad Dog? How you doing, buddy?
Hey, I think I got my phone working. What's up?
There you
Well,
go,
Mad
man.
Dog.
You just hang
missed
out in
it.
Florida having some pineapples or what?
I want
No.
to hear Mad Dog's questions.
Did you have any? I know. I was hoping Mad Dog would have some questions.
I was.
I
No,
was
we just
hoping
got
you'd
to the
have some
hotel. I was finally
questions
getting
for
some. I had a lot of questions actually, but I couldn't get my phone to work. I finally got to the hotel, and now I got some good Wi-Fi service.
Okay.
Yeah.
See,
I wouldn't call it good, but
see
I got
Furio.
nervous.
Like, what kind of question? Wait, I want to hear what Mad Dog's questions would have been.
So my first question is, basically we've seen every single platform that's controlled the buys and the sells. I mean, basically they're controlling the whole decks. So it's just like Horde and Furio. You can't sell unless they allow you to sell.
Yeah.
You follow what I'm saying?
There's
Yeah,
no
the
DeFi
swap.
in it.
Yeah.
There's no DeFi in it.
Exactly. It's completely centralized. So basically we're back to trusting people we don't even know.
Well,
yeah,
it
there's gonna be a
depends on
limit
how
of 200
effective the
cells
DAO
per
is.
day.
You know, I mean, if the DAO is controlling things, that's a little bit different. Another thing I noticed is that these other platforms, they use controlling the cells as a last resort, where this one is just saying, hey, this is how to use the system before it's even launched. Or like, this is what it is. The controls are in place before, and maybe these guys get it right.
Furio, before they launched, they never planned on an LMS, right? They implemented afterwards, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, but all I'm simply saying though is we're back to trusting people we don't know. That's the bottom line.
Right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right about that.
And no head tweaker.
Well,
no
she
head
said that he was familiar with the last program they were
Well, I
doing.
mean,
They're doing a program on
everybody-
Chrono.
Everybody's got to earn their trust, I mean,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, but
They're
I mean, they were pretty transparent about
They
like.
were definitely
the-
very professional corporate type. You could tell by the way that they talk,
And they were on a program on Chronos Network and stuff like that. And they did say that so they they did say like this was the last program that we had something to do with, and so they did tell us they're
I love having the professional corporate types on the Black Sheep show,
Yeah, dude, I couldn't make one dick joke, one racist joke, one go get a job joke. I gave E&J one get a job joke, but that was it. That was it.
Wow.
I had to mute. I was muting Mantra and I were talking
All right.
back and
Mad
forth.
Dog,
I
what
was
else?
like,
What else would you ask? I ain't worried about you now. I want to know what Mad Dog's saying opinions are or questions are.
Well, I wasn't able to tune in on the whole thing. We missed most of it, but the other question I wanted to ask is who's the syndicate? Who's in the syndicate? What's that about?
yeah, because you were the one that
No, I think the
first brought
syndicate
my
are just your
attention
team
that.
members underneath you.
Is it?
You
I
were the
thought
one
they
that
had
brought that to
angel
our
investors
attention
or
originally.
private.
Elise.
Do what?
The syndicate thing. You brought that to my attention first. That's why I brought it up. I remember to bring it up. Like, what's this I'm hearing?
And what they say?
They said that everybody's still getting the same price, and it was like from the people that were really early with them since like March or whatever.
Hey, you can't blame Moonwalker. Hey, Moonwalker called him on their bullshit, and he knew what the fuck they were going to do. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really blame Moonwalker there, Joseph Smith. But
what?
Yeah, Hex Tweaker. No, 60% loss, easy. Over
okay.
60%. Yeah, no, Furio's fucking bust for me, buddy.
Yeah, but I don't think Moonwalker really knew them. I think he just was the first one to come across it and brought it to us.
They were a little bit in control too much. They were very free with the way they did things. It's like, I didn't follow them too much, but I listened to what everyone says in channel, and it's like, yeah, they came out, and then out of nowhere the casino, LMS, it's just all these add-ons.
Yeah, quick. They were like casino.
And that's what ARK is doing different with the DAO is that they're going to present opportunities, but the DAO is going to vote them into existence. And that's the way it should be, I think. And so they have a greater chance of getting things right. Their polished demeanor also gives me confidence because you don't see that a lot in this space, and if you do, it's of a lower grade. But to me, these guys come across as tech and software professionals for a long time. So
what's going on, Shane?
What up?
What up?
You big fucking
what's your
everywhere.
doubt?
Hey, what's going on? Bunch of fucking faggots up here. Everybody got wrecked.
also, they have
We're
all their
faggots
ducks in
till
a
you got
row
here.
apparently before launch.
You know what I
They
said?
don't launch.
Oh, here we go.
Sorry,
Here's
go
an
ahead.
answer, Mad Dog.
Yeah, that's right. The 50 people they said. That was the number they used.
We still got somebody from ARK out there. Then, if we need any questions answered, you there, Mad Dog?
We lost Mad Dog again.
Yeah, where are you seeing that at?
He's probably fucking someone's wife.
No, I hear. It's
on the screen. On
And you owe me a shirt, Hex Tweaker. You said
Hey,
you was
put
gonna get
somebody
me a
else's
Stereo
wife
Fuck shirt.
down for a minute, Mad Dog, and read the screen.
Hey,
I want
can you?
2X there, Hex Tweaker. 2X. Put my shirt up, E&J. Hex Tweaker's
You know,
gonna buy it for me.
E&J, fucking when I heard this was going down, dude, I said, "Oh Lord, oh
Hey,
cabbage
flip that
hands."
one, Black Sheep.
I was like, man, how's this motherfucker gonna pay his rent? He's gonna have to resort to sucking dicks in fucking Mexico just to fucking make payments.
He already said he's gonna put the ARK logo on his face for $200 in dashboard money.
Oh god.
Oh my word.
E&J.
Did that answer your
E&J,
question,
you're
Mad Dog?
muted.
Can you see it on the screen?
Yeah, they
or
answered my
what?
question. Thank you.
Muted, E&J.
Okay, cool. Right on. Do you have any other questions while he's out there?
No, I mean basically it just comes down to whether you're going to trust him or not. You know.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean,
like I said,
I don't.
around here you got to earn trust, especially with us.
I really don't like. What I really don't like is them controlling the decks. I just don't like that. I like having to be able to sell where I want to sell when I want to sell.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all because they can just say, "Okay, today we're not going to have any sales," and then you're screwed.
Mad Dog, what I did like though is they're gonna have like a non-peg, so the price can actually grow. You know what I'm saying? You know, $5, $10, $20, $30. You know, they said that they're gonna tell us what the number is gonna be capped at, but it can have some breathing room, so it can go up and down. So I did like that about the platform. You know, saying it's not gonna be like a stagnant price. You know, saying it's like $2, $3. It can you know thing go up 5, 10, maybe 15 or something like that from the way he was talking about it. It's not gonna be like you know saying.
Did he say you? Did he say you can move your?
Answer that question
Holly
right now.
Berry or Alicia Keys? That's a fucking tough one.
That's tough, but Alicia Keys, dude.
Yeah.
The way she sings, being a musician, to me makes her so much.
I like my women with hair.
Alicia Keys, what is that? A fucking tramp? Is that a fucking tranny or something? What, who the fuck spells? That's not how that bitch spells her name.
I know. I think they screwed up.
They screwed the spelling up.
Obviously.
1,000 BOs too nice. Okay.
Did they? Hey, has anybody been able to move their NFTs?
I haven't even tried.
Yeah, they move.
I mean, have y'all moved any?
What, the ARK one?
Yeah.
I haven't even tried.
Yeah,
I bought $1,000
somebody hooked me up with somebody who's really cool. Hooked me up with a fucking ARK NFT. Public sale NFT.
Yeah.
So
I guess they are transferable.
Yeah.
Morpheus is our witness.
You can move them. He hooked me up.
Were you able to get fucking at least a carton of Newports out of Furio or no?
No.
Not yet. Give him 3 months.
No carton of Newports. No. Two shitty ass claims. I got about $80 out of that bitch. That's about
it. You got a pack of fucking backwoods and about 1/8 of weed, huh?
Not even. I pay bills with that shit, man.
What bill you gonna pay with $80?
Gas bill.
His Obama internet is cheaper.
Part of it went towards my power bill, and the other part of it went towards my internet bill. So
you better get that fat bitch out of that block sucking them dicks.
Oh shit! I'm gonna jump off in there.
Pop that teeth out. Mad Dog's all fuck. I'll give you $10 for a gummy. Shit.
Heck no, dude. No, you crazy.
He said he's crazy as shit.
He said, I like him for $3.99.
If it ain't free, it ain't me.
Right, there you go. Hell yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I was worried about your cabbage hands because I know that you know.
Dude,
you need shit to survive.
I was counting down the days till February 1st. I really was. I really fucking was.
Dude, you're gonna be out there. You're gonna be making coffee with the wife soon enough.
You're
gonna be one of those old Mexicans pushing that dinghy cart down the street.
I'm be doing DoorDash from fucking Starbucks parking lot and shit.
Guy.
You know what I'm saying? Just in the parking lot, just do DoorDashes right there, just run. Run, Brent.
Oh yeah, thanks for joining us, Brad. Appreciate all the answers to the questions.
Oh yeah, I learned a lot from them today and shit. You know, I've been jumping in and out of their AMAs. No one really talks over there, so there's only like 3 of them.
February 1st, they got you, man. February 1st still.
So did they say they're gonna delay the launch like BT was saying?
No.
Still launch in December?
Yes, they said they'll take those NFTs and allocate it back into the pile.
It'll be live December 9th, Mad Dog.
Yep, it's gonna go in 3 stages.
Joseph Smith, he just fucking just shot me right in the fucking ass with his keyboard gun.
Hello.
Every time I show up to the fucking place, everybody's like, "Oh, fucking assholes here. Time to go. Got to get out of here."
Nah, you good, man. I wish you was on the show every night. Shit,
I ain't.
And at least it's better than Shane's reputation. Every time he comes around, and starts to getting gay.
Yeah,
It starts talking about fucking dicks and balls.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that's hey, the only one guy around here has ever said he fucks trannies. Who
Who said that?
You did.
BlackSheep, where's the video? I need one brand back.
Bailey J, coming up.
What?
The fact that you know the name Bailey J just has got me fucking twisted right now.
You know,
when he talked about banging the tranny.
Yeah, you always.
Mad Dog's I'm out of here. Bye.
Well, that's because Mad Dog's where he's gonna get a boner.
You gotta be fucking shitting me. Like, seriously, on the way to work, there was a fucking... Spit it out.
What?
The tranny. Tell me who it is.
What do you mean, the one you showed us?
The one that I bang, yeah. Tell me.
The one that I bang? Whoa!
The one that
He loves it.
That's a fucking great one right there. I don't give a fuck. That's good shit.
Wait, what was this? I think this was another one of your good ones. Let's see.
What about you suck my cock?
Hey, you got to be more inclusive, man.
Can't be more inclusive than that.
Touche. Right? I have nothing to say.
Oh my god, dude! I guarantee you, Richard's gonna get his fat man titty asshole banged inside out in prison.
No, you were on fire that day.
Oh, you fucking sneaky bastard making the.
You're gonna play hide the pickle with me, PCM.
All right, that's enough of that.
Yeah, well, speaking of PCM, has he hung himself off his fucking like refrigerator or something? I don't know what he's got there to hang himself from. He threw himself down the stairwell yet over Furio?
Oh, BlackSheep had to put him in his place yesterday.
Why?
Yeah.
On the show. He started attacking Morpheus again, you know.
Yeah. After he just, just got wrecked.
And then start bringing up subjects that were never supposed to be brought up, as the excuse. Like, you can't bring it up either, PCM, if you don't want no one else to talk about it.
What subjects? Is
it? Do you think his wife changes his defense?
The subject he doesn't give you a hard time over because you're white, and he gives Morpheus a hard time over because he's not.
Right.
Well, what the? Can you just DM me?
Yeah.
Because you got me fucked up. I'm for once I'm at a loss for words, Shane. And
I'm still thinking about trannies.
Hey, I want to wrap this stream up because we got another one coming up. So,
yeah, we got the Joker one.
Yeah,
get off that honey dick Austin.
After the stream, go to Hex Joker stream, guys. Channel, we will be over there.
Honey dick Austin.
Let me. I'll post the link in the chat.
Random images.
So is Furio officially rugged in or what?
It's no, it's not officially rugged.
75% gone.
Soft rug. Prices $1.
Hey, 77.5.
Still a lot of bananas they stole from everybody.
Yeah, but you missing a whole day's worth of bananas. That's 2.5% you just gave up.
Well, fuck it. I guess we're gonna go hang out with trains. I'll see you guys later.
Make sure you come to the Joker stream. Check it out.
All right.
I'm gonna put the link in the comments, guys. You can check us out there. We'll be on in about 20 minutes over there. Okay.
And then, are you gonna DM all of us board members the link to get?
Yeah, he'll put it in the sweatshop chat.
Okay.
So what is this? What is this Hex Joker thing? Is it Hex doing something else?
Villain token AMA. So we'll be over there.
All right.
All right. I'll see you there. We'll catch you guys tomorrow, same time, same channel. Later, guys.
Win, Lambo, yellow, Lambo, 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 shooting to the moon,
and go.
I wanna palm, palm, palm. You wanna palm, palm, palm. She wanna palm, palm, palm. You wanna palm, palm. I wanna palm, palm, palm. You wanna palm, palm, palm. I wanna pom pom pom. You wanna pom pom pom. She wanna pom pom pom. We wanna pom pom. Let's go get pom pom pom. You wanna pom pom pom. She wanna pom pom pom. We wanna pom pom pom.
Hey, I got a question. Hey, I got a question for you. What do all the girls say to guys with big dicks?
I don't know.
Yeah, I knew you wouldn't know.
Oh, fuck yeah.